Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies or television. I'm your host, Christian. Joined with me is a whole fuck ton of people today. Joseph, as normal.
Hello.
Ian, which is normal.
Hey,
You're no
up?
longer a guest.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Hurt, back again.
Pirate
Back
Hurt.
again.
Doing every other week. Yeah, Pirate Hurt.
Yeah, I have
Yeah, I
one
think-
eye. That's a visual gag you guys just did on a podcast.
Yep.
At the very least, me and her can part-time it.
Yeah, for sure. We keep a third person pretty consistently. Ian, you were raved about this week on social media. You said you were an essential part of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Chandler. Good.
Yeah,
I
Chandler.
appreciate the respect there. That was nice.
But Ian, you got any news for us?
Yeah, so it's kind of a slow week, but last night was the Golden Globes, and we all had some thoughts. I know most of us, like I said, we don't really watch the Globes. I really only watch the Oscars.
This is your fault, Christian.
But once the Globes, we have a group chat, and once we started talking about the Globes, I started looking at the Globes, and it is just, it's everywhere it's fucked up. I mean, whoever did that, they just made mistakes everywhere. I don't think they got anything right. What do you guys think?
I was not even going to look at it, and I didn't have any feelings about it, but then you sent the link, and I clicked on it, and then I was just outraged beyond belief.
Yeah.
And I understand that awards are... I understand it's bullshit, I understand it's nonsense, I understand, it doesn't mean fucking anything, but Bohemian Rhapsody as best drama is absolute horseshit.
It's Bohemian Rhapsody beating A Star Is Born is...
It's not even a good
insane.
drama.
Well,
Black Panther. Both of those I would have picked over Bohemian Rhapsody.
I mean, if we're going just straight, if the category was just music biopics, it's not even the best music biopic of the year. Star is Born is 3 times the movie that movie
It is.
Well, usually I definitely cannot contain my indifference about fucking awards. I only care about it when they get it really wrong. That's the only time I care about. And this year, I seem to care a lot about it.
Yep.
It was so bad. It's almost like, were they trolling?
Yes.
Are they trying to get headlines by making
to be
shitty
fair,
takes?
that might be the only, because I wouldn't have looked at the Golden Globe shit if they didn't pick outrageous shit.
The only thing I can think is diversity, like Rami Malek over Bradley Cooper. You know what I mean? And it was Mahershala Ali. It was the Beale Street Could Talk. I mean,
I think
minority is going to help you right now in those races.
That is a controversial opinion.
You know, I mean, that's just, and that's not a bad thing or a good thing. That's just the times we live in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely think that probably factored in a little bit.
I could say you're not the only person I know that thinks that.
Yeah,
So.
it's definitely, I think, a weighing thing. But the one I can't get over also is fucking Glenn Close in a movie called The Wife, which, if anyone here has heard of it, fucking say so now.
I haven't even heard of it.
Beats Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Lady Gaga only won
that
original
made me-
song?
Yeah,
right?
for Shallows, which was good. But, Jesus, that's an atrocity.
I mean, I do feel bad for Glenn Close when we get to Oscar time, because she's never won.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, she's
Crazy.
never won.
And I like Glenn Close, but I mean, like I said, I'd never even heard that movie before last night.
I don't think you can give an award to someone for a movie that less than 100 people have seen.
Well, I'm usually someone that I don't really want, people talk about, we're getting to the point where, geek movies and genre movies are good enough to win, awards.
We say that.
And, you guys say that.
Yeah.
And I strongly disagree just because I don't want it to. I don't want to be that accepted. I want to be like the X-Men. I want to be hated and feared.
You're punk as fuck.
But I am punk as fuck. But if you're going to give it to fucking Bohemian Rhapsody... Black Panther is so much fucking better than that.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah. It was mind-blowing.
What about TV? I know Americans won. Has anyone watched Americans?
I watched the first season, and it's a good show. It was kind of too dry. We talk about this a lot. There's so much TV to consume nowadays. Americans is like a dry show. And while it's a subject matter that does interest me, I haven't been able to give it the time of day. But I heard the last season is incredible. But
television is totally paralyzed by choices right now.
Yeah.
I can't sit down.
Yep.
Everything's so good, I can't decide which good thing to watch.
I can't filter it all out. It's 100% how I feel.
Yep.
And just so we're all clear, the Golden Globes listed, there's drama Best Picture, which is Bohemian, and then the other Best Picture is comedy and musical, which for some reason Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't a part of.
That's weird.
It gets confusing, but Green Book won for that one. So there's two best winners.
So
Those seem like
Green
they should
Book
be
a
the other way,
comedy?
though.
Green Book they're counting as a comedy, even though it's kind of a drama.
And Vice is in there,
Rhapsody,
too.
And Vice is also a comedy in there, was nominated there instead of the drama. And then musicals, Bohemian and Star is Born could go the other way. They could be musicals. So it's interesting, but I don't know, that's something else I wanted to add. And Jeff Bridges got the, I don't know, some Lifetime Achievement Award.
I was super into that. I was super into
yes,
that. He gave a shout out to the dude.
Yeah, we definitely, Chris Pine looked fucking handsome introducing him.
The Spider-Verse one for Best Animated, which was about the only thing I really agreed with coming out of it.
All right, anything else?
No. Fuck the Golden Globes.
Hopefully the Oscars can correct some of these mistakes. Here's the problem. Now does the Academy have to at least nominate Bohemian Rhapsody?
No.
Because Golden Globes address
They don't.
I bet you it will.
I think they do.
It'll get some technical set design, costume shit, but it won't get anything real.
Yeah,
I bet Rami Malek gets nominated.
He might.
Yeah, he might. That makes me sad.
I mean, the whole movie's about him, so, I mean, if he, anyway. Fuck the Golden Globes. Spawn news. So, I guess the director of the Spawn movie
and creator of Spawn.
Yes. Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn, has angled his way into doing a Spawn movie, directing it. He's getting Blumhouse to do it, who does all your favorite shitty horror movies. And
A Quiet Place was fantastic.
Quiet Place was fantastic. I didn't know they did that.
Is that Blumhouse?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I didn't know that. They must not have. They must not have, because like
they did Halloween.
The real shitty ones, they lean into. Blumhouse presents that one. They didn't do that. But Todd McFarlane is a millionaire with a career of bad takes. I don't really know. I don't really know how he is, but he came out with his description of the movie he's going to direct. Because again, he sort of conned those guys into giving him a budget for directing it. And he said the world that it's going to be in, it's going to be very dark and dirty, and the movie itself will have, I quote, no joy.
It's a great selling point.
Who the fuck does he think they're selling that to?
Unfortunately, there are a lot of angry DC fans who felt like the dark and brooding tone of Batman vs. Superman was the right tone to take.
Maybe. It just feels to me like he's trying to sell it to a pair of Jinko jeans in 1998.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I was about to say, I think he's saying that for the people he created Spawn for.
Right.
Yeah. I tried watching the cartoon, which I think he also wrote.
Right.
And yeah, it's way too dark. And
that's totally what he's leaning on.
Yeah.
He's leaning on the idea that people at the time kind of liked that cartoon, but they liked it in that there was nothing like it at the time, but it wasn't good. It's a whole lot of it's close-ups of people looking sad, which is not very exciting animation, and again, it was just joyless. It was, oh wow, there was a cartoon character that said fuck, and the novelty's over.
Yeah.
And Spawn's not in the MCU or DC's, is it?
No, he's one of the original Image characters. It was the second Image book to drop, and it mind you, it made a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
I could talk about those Image guys all day.
I don't know much about Spawn or Image.
Well, when they left Marvel, the 7 of those guys, they were Marvel's biggest artists, and they all left at once. In 1992, that shit was fucking crazy. And then they made, they went there thinking, okay, well, we'll do some good money on this. We won't do the kind of numbers we did on the books we were on, but we'll be able to make a living because we're not having to pay any middlemen. Well, instead, it just went insane. And
they
then
got rich.
they immediately, it was like a music biopic. They immediately it was just cocaine and bad ideas, And Todd McFarlane, he probably made the best decision of all of them, which was starting McFarlane Toys. And now he'll never have to draw another comic book again in his life. Yep. But it's crazy because Spawn is still going 300 issues later, and I don't know one human on Earth who reads it. All my people are comic book people, and I couldn't find a Spawn reader to save my fucking life.
Yeah. Did he also? I believe he also wrote the original movie with Michael J. White, right?
I think he did, but I think a lot of what he thought was going to be great about it got destroyed in committee.
Oh, okay.
That movie's weird too, though. I'm not a fan.
I like John Leguizamo in that movie.
That movie is bad, but it'll be better than this movie. I don't know, the same thing with that Hellboy trailer, and I'm a huge Hellboy fan. I'm in the middle of a big, massive Hellboy reread. But in all the press, Mike Mignola's trying to lean away from it being a superhero movie and be like, oh, it's more of a horror movie. And I don't know when there's one trend that's putting asses into movie theater seats why you'd want to do anything but lean into that.
Yep.
But,
we'll see.
Yeah.
Next, Tim Miller and David Fincher are teaming up to do an animated series with Netflix about robots. I guess it's anthology, you're saying?
Yeah, I think it's an anthology animated series Again, anything that David Fincher puts his name on, I'm probably going to watch. I'm not as big on Tim Miller, but he's fine. He's done an acceptable
Which guy's
job.
Tim Miller?
He directed Deadpool.
Oh, right on. Okay, yeah.
And that short scene from the beginning of a Justice League video game that never came out.
Oh, yeah. Justice League
He's
Universe.
directed something else.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He did direct something else.
All the
What did he
villains
direct?
die.
Yeah.
I don't remember. What he directed something after.
He's got the new Terminator movie coming out.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, look, it's probably my prediction, which is based on nothing other than it being about robots and David Fincher behind it, is it's going to be Mindhunter and Black Mirror had a baby. And it's going to be on Netflix.
But animated.
And animated.
Yeah, have they ever done an animated anthology show?
I mean, I'm sure somebody has, but I don't know that Netflix has one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think of anything.
But no, that's immediately Black Mirror is what I thought
Yeah,
of.
Yeah.
me too.
So
I like Black Mirror.
I've never watched Black Mirror.
What?
you'd hate
I know. I would.
it. You would.
Why do you think I would hate it?
It's just too bleak.
Oh, it is very
dark.
bleak, but there's a few you would like.
I'm not opposed to bleakness. Just because I'm opposed to you being such a mark for bleakness doesn't mean I'm opposed to bleakness.
I don't think you'd like it.
Next is some Jumanji casting news. And Jumanji 3?
Yep.
God.
Technically 3.
Jumanji 2, which almost made $1 billion. It's the second biggest movie for Sony ever.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Jumanji
I thought
2.
I thought it crossed $1 billion. It
No,
was-
almost did worldwide. Made like
Yeah.
909, like right at $1 billion.
Yeah.
Jumanji 2 made. So
made a
they're
ton
making
of
so
money.
immediate. At the end of 2 they broke the game, but $1 billion. They fixed the game. So the third one, is going to bring back The Rock, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillian, who's Nebula.
Yep. And Jack Black.
And they just cast Danny DeVito and Awkwafina. I don't know much about Awkwafina.
She was
in
in
Ocean's 8.
Ocean's
Yeah,
8
but-
and Crazy Rich Asians.
Yep.
But I love Danny DeVito.
I think he's a great cast for a
Always
Jumanji movie.
Sunny. I think he could play well with Jack Black.
Oh, yeah.
I think it could be funny.
That was my thought. Is like, are Jack Black and Danny DeVito going to be like similar kind of roles here? Are they like overlapping on their humor?
Yeah, I don't know.
Man,
Maybe.
hopefully they're father and son.
Well, that wouldn't really work for that film, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but I also think Awkwafina's a good cast. I like her in both of those movies, and Ocean's 8 and Crazy Rich Asians. So, I mean, look, the second one, the first time I watched it, I really enjoyed it. Way better than I thought I would. The second time I watched it, I was like, man, they make a lot of penis jokes in this movie.
I only watched it once, so I can't say. Yeah.
They go back to the penis joke a lot.
I know Jack Black's a girl who's in her avatar
she's
is
a teenage
guy.
girl, but her avatar is a dude. And there's a lot of, look what this thing can do. And look, that was funny the first time, but
And Jack Black really sells it.
he sells it great. But when you pull from that well 3 times in the film, by the end of the film, you're like, oh, that was a bit much, but it's fine. You go back again, and you're like, God, this is a lot of penis jokes.
It's not a good movie. Everyone else seems to like it a lot. It's not a
It's
good movie.
perfectly entertaining.
It's very much for what Generation Z is what we're calling.
I mean,
it.
it's fun. Yeah. It's fine. It's not good. It's probably worse
Kevin
than
Hart's doing his
Transformers,
thing
but
like Hurt says is I'm short and I'm funny.
Right, exactly.
There's a lot of that. There's
A lot of that.
A whole lot of that movie is it's a movie for kids who are old enough to think farts are funny.
Yep.
And I don't even know if they fart in that movie. I can't remember, but it's just, it's for that crowd. It's not for me, and it's fine. Not everything
But
has to
that's
be
why
for
The
me.
Rock loves Kevin Hart so much, because The Rock loves to play I'm so big funny, and Kevin Hart's I'm so little funny.
Right.
Yeah.
So they play off well. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't think that, we were saying earlier, I don't think that movie's going to come out in what it's scheduled. It's supposed to come out opposite Star Wars.
Yep.
Hasn't even started filming yet. So we'll see. Probably gets pushed this next summer.
I mean,
If it does make it on time, it's going to suck.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because if you're rushing that, and God help you, but we'll see. And then the last thing is, before we go to the main topic, is there's a Netflix trailer we just watched, Polar, which Hurt told us about, and it's fucking awesome.
Starring
so
Mads
excited.
Mikkelsen.
Yeah, starring Mads Mikkelsen doing his best John Wick impression. He has the best fucking mustache.
And an eye patch.
And an eye patch.
Something that I'm very on board with.
He starts without an eye patch. At some point, he gains an eye patch and probably loses an eye.
Yeah.
I
I
think
felt the
all
same.
of us eye patch people start without an eye patch.
That's a very good point.
that may be the funniest thing anyone said on this podcast.
But yeah, it's like John Wick, but without a star that's just a blank slate. And I'm not dogging on Keanu about that. That is his strength. He's a blank slate. You watch his movies, you're him. It's like, you're in the adventure. But it's kind of cool to see that story with someone who's actually, acting.
Yeah. It's got Vanessa Hudgens.
Also,
It's got a mostly naked Mads Mikkelsen, who's in pretty good old man shape.
Nice titties.
Yeah. If you would have told me this, like, hypothetically as, like, a sketch, I would have not thought it would be good.
Definitely.
But
what's the movie where he's the, like, Viking that he, like, goes around just murdering people?
I haven't seen that.
He's, like, taken by the other people, and they put him... He's a monster in that film, too.
Yeah.
So this isn't that surprising for Mads Mikkelsen.
I can see him as a killer. I mean, I love Hannibal.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
I mean, yeah, it's different in the action here. I guess it's like the Liam Neeson kind of action hero kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also, this comes out really soon. It was at the 25th of this month,
Something
I think?
like that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's going to be cool. Like it looks like cinematography shot cool. The action scenes I can follow from what I could tell.
And
I'm
it's
excited.
immediately going to Netflix, so I can watch it on the weekend.
Oh, and there's a scene where Mads Mikkelsen has like robot gun hands, and he's like shooting. He's like, I don't even know.
He has like laser fingers, and it's really dope.
The more we talk about it, the worse this movie sounds.
See, the more we talk about it, the better it sounds. I don't know what you're talking about. Usually a Netflix movie, when I see a Netflix movie, something's like, oh yeah, there's something to put on while I'm doing the laundry. Whereas this, I want to sit down and watch it. It looks pretty fun.
Yeah. It'll be something.
It will be something.
That's it.
But I think that's it. So thank everybody for listening. Later this week, with Avengers Endgame coming and no movie slated after, except for Spider-Man Far From Home. We're going to... What's that?
Spider-Man Prom.
Spider-Man Prom. We're going to take some time and do some speculation, some guesses, and just some general hopes for what we're looking for out of Phase 4 for the Marvel movies. But in the meantime, please rate, subscribe, tell your friends. You can reach us at betterthantransformers@gmail.com. You can also follow us and reach out to us at Real Phonies on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. We'll see you guys later this week.